a nourishing meal, and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks. Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
There are great Mexican restaurants all over town, but there is one that is especially worth the drive from any part of town. Tacos Los Hermanos at 70th and Havelock. Cool off this summer with a delicious horchata or other special drinks. And grab one of their famous taco boxes for a group of friends or coworkers to enjoy, full of birria tacos and many other options. Don't forget their great desserts like tres leches, flan, and cheesecake. Get to Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock in Lincoln.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left it once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers and storms this morning. And mainly sunny and breezy with a high around 91. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise partly cloudy, a low around 72. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies with a light breeze. It'll be hot with a high near 94. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hog Wild's giant stuffed baked potatoes are anything but basic and really hit the spot when you're craving a little comfort food. Nothing is more satisfying than a Hog Wild baked potato loaded with butter, sour cream, cheddar cheese, bacon bits, and chives. Add your choice of a Hog Wild house-smoked meat like pulled pork, chicken, or brisket for a little extra. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps. Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Bock in the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
All right. Welcome to 93.7 The Ticket. This is Bock in the Blackshirt, and we are on 1 to 3 every day, Monday through Friday here at 93.7 The Ticket on 1040 O Street. Yes, football is back. College football is back. 22 days before Nebraska kicks off, and Bock, I got some good news for you. The best 22 ever for the University of Nebraska, Bock. It's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot
It's
of
a lot of them.
yeah.
It's a lot of them. Me, my choice, he's a black shirt. Ralph Brown.
There you go.
Came in when I was a senior. Ralph Brown started every game his freshman year. Probably started every game his career at the University of Nebraska. Ralph was a key part of the black shirt defense during his playing times. Bock, would you agree with me on that one?
Yeah, no, I absolutely would agree. He was key on those defenses. Like you said, coming in, starting from 96, obviously the championship team in 97, all the way to the 99 defense, which was very good on its own right. So, I mean, I agree with that. Ralph Brown was one of my favorite players growing up, and just a heck of a player. Unfortunately, he went to the Cardinals in the Super Bowl. Of course, my team is the Cardinals. Not only did the Cardinals lose in that last minute drive there from Ben Roethlisberger thrown into Santonio Holmes, the ball went right over the outstretched hands of my favorite player growing up, Ralph Brown. So it was that one was always reminds me of that whenever I think of Ralph Brown. But for his Husker days, I think he still has pass breaking up type records here for a career. In fact, I'll go and look at it just as we're talking about it to make sure, because he's got his name in all over the Nebraska secondary record book.
Oh yeah, one of the best players that I probably ever played with. You know, when you're a senior, Bock, and a freshman comes in, you have that fear in the back of your mind. But with Ralph Brown and Mike Brown, there was no fear. There was no fear that you have a rookie or a freshman cornerback and safety out there starting. It wasn't a fear for that. I mean, they fitted right in. They fitted the mold of black shirts, especially Mike Brown, known as a hitter and would knock your lights out. So, you know, that was one of the good things that I liked about Ralph Brown, that he was an outstanding freshman, then transformed into an All-American his senior season.
Yeah, fantastic.
He also set the record by starting every game in his college career, 51 games, Bock. Iron Man status.
Yeah, that certainly is a lot. And man, it's just a good time to be obviously a Husker football fan. Those teams were always competitive. Him and Mike Brown are kind of nationally known, for what they could bring to Nebraska secondary. Yeah, like I said though, as I go through the individual record books here for pass breakups, he's got the record 50 pass breakups for Ralph Brown throughout his career. Next on that list is all the way down to 41 pass breakups. So not only does he have it beat, he's got it beat by almost the season's worth of pass breakups. Of course, like you said, partially maybe because he played all 4 years. Individual pass breakups, as far as that goes, he's second or tied for second with 15, along with Fabian Washington and DiCaprio Boodle, the 15 that he had in 1999 for the season. DeJuan Gross actually holds that record with 17. But Ralph Brown holds the record for pass breakups in a game. He had 7 against Colorado in 1996 as a freshman. Talk about a stellar debut there. And not to be lost as well, he's top 10 in tied for 5th, in fact. So top 5 for interceptions in a career at Nebraska with 11. So, man, yeah, like you said, there's a lot of choices, a lot of good players wore number 22 over the years. Certainly Rex Burkhead, I'm sure, is coming to a lot of people's minds, but I'd still say Ralph was is the ultimate 2020 or 22 at Nebraska.
Jeff McAvicker, 22.
Yeah.
Joe McAvicker changed his number, 22.
Was he 22 at once?
He changed his number his senior year. I think he did. Yeah, It said he did. Doug DeBose, the most interesting 22 to me, Bock, because they told me at one point Doug DeBose was up for the Heisman. I think he blew out his knee. Mike Rozier came in, but Doug went on to have an excellent NFL career, played for the 49ers when they won the Super Bowl. Great all-time Husker, great guy. Doug DeBose still looks like a weightlifter when you see him sometimes, Bob. I'm talking about that's how powerful he looks. What else? Who else you got, Bob? You got any more?
Yeah, that's too bad. You had to sit out his senior season there. Not a whole lot more. I think that highlights the majority of the better number 22s. Of course, I think we should mention at least Divine Zigbo. We always talk about the latest Husker to rush for 1,000 yards. He wore number 22 because of a previous number 22 in Rex Burkhead. So
Kenny Brown back in the days. Warren Alpherson back in the days. Whole bunch of greats.
Yeah, I don't even know who's number 22 on the roster. I think as of recently, Gabe Urban wore number 22. But
Gabe Urban. Gabe Urban was 22. Yeah, it was a lot of number 22s, Bob. But 22 days left to Husker football, Bob. That's close. I mean, that's like a week for us, Bob. How the days go by. Do you know yesterday was the quickest day ever on Earth?
Was it really?
Just under 24 hours.
Why is that?
It's something that happened. It was just it popped up on my CNN. I listen to the news because I got Sirius Radio, so I listen to Fox and CNN just to hear what's going on in the world around the world.
Yeah, I did not know that. I guess it went by as a normal day for me, but I always like to hear fun stats like that. There's a few number 22s on the roster right now as I look at it, and maybe some of these guys might be trying to vie for some single-digit numbers. Specifically, Desan McCullough is number 22 right now. Isaiah Mosey, who just transferred or moved positions right from wide receiver to running back, figured, you know what, that 84 looks kind of weird as a running back. I better move to a different number. He went to 22. And then Maverick Noonan at linebacker has number 20.
That's too many people.
Yeah, it is.
That's too many people. And it is one thing. I hate it for somebody to even have a duplicate of my number. Like if you had number 43, you got to go get another number.
Yeah.
I don't like, because we have 215. You have Dylan Riola, and then you have the cornerback. What's his name for USC?
Sierra Wright, yeah.
Sierra Wright. You got 215s. I mean, it's enough numbers on this team. You have 105, Bob. You're supposed to have 105. Find your number, and that's it. Yeah. Don't take my number and think, just because I play offense, no. I'll fight you for it. You don't have to give me any money for it. We can tussle for number 43.
That would be interesting too, because they do that whole single digit jersey honor, right? They could give it out to the top 20 players because you could wear it on offense and defense, do single digits for each side.
Yeah, I mean it's enough numbers, especially with 105. You might have 5 duplicates. Let that be the kickers. They have the same numbers. The 2 punters, the two extra, the punter, the kicker, the holder, the long snapper, whoever. But don't take my number. I gotta have 43, and I don't want to see another guy on our team with 43 because it's fine enough. When I play an opponent, I have to see who their 43 is and see how good he is.
Yeah, you want to be the best 43 on the field?
Yeah, best 43 ever.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it. Troy Polamalu, he was great.
He did pretty good. Yeah, for
he bit my number.
Yeah,
I should have talked. Find you another number, Troy. I got. All right, Bock. Enough of that stuff. Bock, Penn State. Jack Hoffman wore 22. Honorable mention.
Okay, yeah, there's another one.
Yeah,
that's a good throw. He was obviously, I think he was emulating his buddy Rex Burkhead.
Cheeseburger says 22 days till Husker football. 22 days before my birthday. Guess what? Cheeseburger. I got 10 days before my birthday.
Your birthday's coming up quicker.
Yeah, next Saturday.
You'll be 50.
50 years old.
That's a big one.
Ding, ding. Yeah. I'm not going to do nothing.
You're not?
I'm going to play Call of Duty 50 times. We're going to go. I probably go get me I haven't fished this year. So can you get a day fishing pass?
I'm not sure.
I think I want to get a day fishing pass and just go fishing and play Call of Duty. And that's it.
There you go.
That's it. I don't even call my kids anymore. I stopped calling them. You know why?
Why?
Every time I call, hey, Dad, I need 20, 30, 40. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Money.
Dad don't want to talk to nobody for this month. This month is my month. August 16th is my birthday, which is a Friday. I will celebrate Friday. My birthday is on a Saturday. I will celebrate Friday. You can bring me gifts down to the station down here at 1040 O Street. We can have a little party down here. Cupcakes, Twinkies, I don't care what it is. Cheeseburger with a candle on top of it. I take all gifts.
There we go. Yeah. And I understand, especially as you get older, not celebrating your birthday, but 50, that's a big one. There's some milestone ones you got to get there.
It came quick, Bob.
Yeah.
No, it didn't come quick. I say probably from probably till you 25, it seems like a long time, but it seems like when I turned 40, 50 came a little quicker. 10 years went shorter.
Last 10 years.
Yeah, the last 10 years went shorter. I hope the next 30, 40 years go longer.
Yeah.
But, I'm very happy to reach this milestone or whatever they call it. I've still got a lot of life to live. Keep myself healthy, try to at least work out, walk around, lift some things. Don't want to be a too much of a lazy bum.
Yeah.
I'm always on the move. Can't wait to go fishing. Now, Bill and Benny said you can buy a single day fishing license in Nebraska. So, hey, I got my fishing poles. I'm sorry, Bock, I wasn't that fisherman I thought I was this year, and I feel bad for it.
I'm frustrated with fishing as it happens. Usually when you go fishing, you're excited when you catch a fish or a few of them, obviously bring them home, upset when you don't. I went fishing the other day, didn't get anything, but to make it even worse, I didn't get any bites. They were eating the worms off my hook, so that was making me mad. But then the even worse, I want to thank the family that kind of helped me and provided me to go out there. But among them was a 10-year-old kid, and he put a line out, just tied it to the dock, put a line out and a hook,
caught it,
and caught a fish right before we left. And I didn't catch one the whole time. I'm thinking, oh man, some people have all the luck.
You probably ask yourself, am I that sorry that I can't catch a fish and a kid beat me?
Well, yeah, without a fishing pole.
Without a fishing pole.
He just went out there,
tied it to the line, tied it to a tree, the dock.
Yeah.
Had a little worm, no weight or anything, Bob. Just threw it in there.
It was, and he did it within like 10 minutes. It was like the last 10 minutes before
you should have
left.
said, "What? You know what? I'm going home."
That's
it.
Did. Yeah,
that was it. Right. That was it for me. That's the straw that drew the line right there. Yeah, I would have been mad. But Penn State, well, not Penn State, Ohio State recommended a blackout. They already advertising it now for the November 1st game against Penn State. Blackout. Now, when the last time us at Nebraska have had something like this? Red out, white out, blackout.
Blackout, yeah.
Anything. When was the last time? And we have to have everybody on schedule with it.
Yeah.
University needs to give it, said a week before Michigan game. Red out. We're giving out red shirts at the gate. Everybody wear red. Bob, I think that's what we need to motivate these kids because this is going to be a big game, especially if they're 3-0 and Michigan's undefeated. You got to beat Michigan to make this season successful. I think we do.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's ways around it, but obviously, if they can, beat Penn State down the road or something like that. But it is a very big game, and there's no doubt about it. They've tried over the years, kind of doing those blackouts or whiteouts here and there, and it just doesn't seem to catch on. There's
they need to catch on.
Populations that are there. I think you have to do red.
You have to do red.
Yeah.
You have to do red. I don't care. Young people, go tell your grandparents. They just seem the ones to be the hardest to not listen to when we want to have these whiteouts or red outs.
Yeah.
Go talk to your grandparents. Go talk to them. Say, hey, Grandpa, I'm going to buy you a red shirt. University should, as much as we give to the university, as much as the fans give to the university, as much as the boosters give to the university should give something back, pass out all red shirts for the game. It's also the University of Nebraska 1995 30-year reunion.
That's right.
You know what I'm going to ask Matt Rule? Let Christian Peters go talk to the team before the game for their hype, and I bet you they run out there ready to play football.
Well, that would be exciting. Of course,
I don't care about Will Compton. Let Christian Peters go do the job.
I like it. Obviously celebrating the 95 team that day. It's going to be a special day here in Lincoln. Maybe comparable or close to comparable, at least to the Colorado game last year. That's kind of this year's version of that. Of course, we know Michigan's coach not expected. Going to be serving his suspension at that time. Not expected to be here. It's kind of funny. Somebody asked, "Well, can he travel to Lincoln? Can he? Earlier?" And I said, "Well," and I was kind of thinking, well, it's not really can he, it's will he or won't he. Michigan doesn't necessarily follow the guidelines to begin with. That's why they're in this position. So even if he's not supposed to, you might see him walking around Lincoln with one of those glasses and mustache combinations or whatever it is. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be an incredible game. And Christian Peter forever has the best hype video in Nebraska football, let alone what you guys did, when he would actually speak before the team when there were no cameras on him or anything like that. So I would love to see it and really embrace the personalities that made that 95 team who they were and bring it back and see if they can do it now that you guys are closer to that 50 years
Nobody
old.
in the history of Nebraska football captains has able to duplicate what Christian Peters has done to get a team hype. If you haven't ever heard it, it's different in the locker room than what it says on that big screen TV box. I can guarantee you that. The words are worded different. The words are bad. But you know what, Bock? We be hyped to run out there on the field. And that carries on to the first play of the game, to the last play of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it would. I mean, does it? I mean, that's kind of my question when you kind of get to that is, first you have the hype, you run out, you get excited, but how long does that sort of stuff carry over? Is that is it kind of a first quarter boost? I mean, but once you play a few plays, aren't you kind of outside of the hype zone?
No, you're not. The first play you hype. Because you know why? Everybody wants to make the first tackle. If you don't make the first tackle, if everybody's not busting their ass Bock on that field to make the first tackle of the game, you got the wrong 11 out there. Because every play is a play that you can score, you can be scored on, you can run an interception back.
Hey, change the game, yeah.
You can change the game. Bock, I had a sack the first play of the game. I scored a touchdown the first play of the game. So it changes the momentum. It makes you even go out there and play better. If I can get a touchdown on the first play of the game, Bock, guess what? I want another one.
You want your record broken?
No, I want another one.
Oh, you want another?
Yeah, that makes me go harder. Yeah. Because you know what? I got my name in the paper already. Now let me get an interview after the game. Bock, you got to do something big every game to get your name in the paper, not just go out there because, football is a game of 11. And you got to trust the guy next to you, Bock. If you can't trust that guy next to you, you don't need to be out there and he don't need to be out there. You got to trust all 11 guys because that guy behind you in the defensive back, when I played linebacker, that guy behind me, he knew what he was doing. I knew what I was doing. That guy in front of me, he knew what he was doing. And we was all on the same page. I knew what Jay Foreman was doing. Jay Foreman knew what I was doing. I knew what Phil Ellis was doing. He knew what I was doing. That's a defense, Bock. That's how you play the game once you learn the positions of the other players on your team besides your positions.
Does that take game reps to really get there? Because Nebraska, as you know, when you talk about that, the secondary is going to be filled with guys that have played with each other for years. Linebackers, to a degree, these guys have played with each other, but in the defensive line, they've played together, but it's not as much game action together. Is that something that can happen throughout this camp that they can be ready from game one, or is that something that maybe develops throughout the season?
Well, the front seven always got to know what they're doing. I mean, they always got to be on the same page because they're more in front of the action. Like, okay, if I'm blitzing, Bock, and the only way I can blitz is that defensive end blocks down. He knows he got to block down. He know he got to shoot hard in that gap. If he don't, the play's busted. Because now I have to rearrange my running style and go a wider path
angle, yeah,
to the quarterback, and I'm used to going off his butt. So it's on the same page. You can't take a play off on a blitz play. Yeah. Never take a play off on a blitz play. I'm just saying, Bock. Football season's getting closer. I'm getting happier. It's just Husker.com already shows the Michigan game sold out. I don't care if it's sold out. I wanted a red out. Customer says, I think the last time they tried a blackout was October 26, 2019. I remember because I stayed over a girlfriend's house after a concert in Des Moines the prior night. I didn't ask you for all that. Customer, I just asked you when the last time.
He's proud of that as well. So.
All right. This is Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. We are just started and we rolling already. We'll be right back.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce is complicated. It affects every part of your life, your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce and the unexpected directions that it can take, it's times like this that you need a partner you can count on.
If you're a man facing divorce, contact Cordell & Cordell today to connect with a local divorce attorney who understands the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Text GO99 to 323232. GO99 to 323232. GO99 to 323232. 1221 N Street, Lincoln. Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply, stop to opt out.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions. 93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers and storms this morning, and nearly sunny and breezy, with a high around 91. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise partly cloudy, the low around 72. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies with a light breeze. It'll be hot with a high near 94. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket, and theticketfm.com.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. We are powered
by
Bauer,
infrastructure,
Bauer,
underground,
Brent,
excavating.
All right, Bock. Now, Q&A, Bock. Who is your least favorite team in the Big Ten?
Least favorite team in the Big Ten. You know, I don't have an overwhelming hate for too many teams, as many people have known. I think most people's answer would be Iowa. I would probably say Wisconsin because they've scarred me more than anybody else.
Well, I'm thinking about football overall too, also. But when I think about my least favorite team, it's not Iowa because they play us good. We play good games against Iowa. My least favorite team probably is Purdue or Northwestern. I don't care for their football program.
You just can't get up for the games.
Yeah. I can't watch games like that. I mean, it's like, and probably Maryland.
Okay, yeah.
You know, probably three teams need to be taken out the Big Ten.
Rutgers,
Rutgers is okay.
You like Rutgers?
They had a great running back one year. They had a great start.
Yeah,
I think they was 6-7-0, 6-1.
Yeah,
and I think they came here and we beat them or something. I'm not for sure, but really don't. Eric said we all know Bock loves Iowa. Derek in the car says Iowa. 225-26 said, do you guys even remember what happened at Penn State? That's the only answer. Penn State is the worst program in the country. They shouldn't even be a university anymore. Well,
no, that's a firm enough opinion, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I get what he's saying. I was surprised that they were able to overcome that as well as they have.
Should have got a death penalty, but you know, that's stuff we have no control of.
15 years ago.
Yeah. So Bock, I'm not a fan of Purdue, Northwestern, or Maryland. If Purdue and Northwestern played the first game on TV Thursday night, I wouldn't watch it.
Even if Purdue and Northwestern are on Nebraska's schedule?
I would watch Nebraska versus them.
Yeah.
But if Purdue and Northwestern played the 8 o'clock game on ESPN on Thursday night, would you watch it?
Yeah, I mean, I love watch.
Well, it's like a preseason game, Bob. No, I would not watch it.
What about Drew Brees, Purdue? I mean, if they're been
when they was Or,
I mean, Pat Fitzgerald, he said Northwestern go. There's times when you've been interested.
Yeah, I mean, when Danya Autry was there.
Yeah.
They had a good year there. I think they was 11-1, went to the Rose Bowl. Maryland, never been good. Never. Has Maryland ever went 10-2, 11-1?
It's been a while, but I think in the 2000 or something like that under Off Region they did. But it's been a long time since Maryland's been too relevant in football.
Yeah, too relevant for me. Bock, all right. We seen the preseason polls yesterday, the day before. AP comes out next week, I think.
Yeah.
So last year in the 2024, 13 of the 25 teams in the preseason AP poll finished the year unranked. 13 out of 25.
Yeah, and I think that was an especially wild year. I don't know if it always is that big of a number, but that's what was kind of fun because we were kind of tracking that throughout the season too, and seeing how people would fall compared to their preseason expectations. But that's what I love about it. I mean, we have we kind of look through the top 25, and that's where I kind of made it when you kind of look at the coaches poll. I think 1 through 8 are pretty solid national championship contenders. Is there a surprise amongst the group? There usually is, of one team that massively underperforms and might be ready for a new coach by season's end. So usually that happens, and usually there are those surprises. But when you look at kind of the list from, in my mind, 9 through 25, and you can even extend that to 30, 9 to 30, I think there are all a bunch of teams that are kind of in this, well, I kind of edge this team here, or think this team could be the team a little bit here and there. But it's all kind of just one big guessing game, and that's why a lot of people would like to get rid of the preseason polls. They think maybe it dictates some stuff going into it. I think if you have a 12, 13 game schedule, we kind of figure it out and get the rankings right by then. So I don't think it matters all that much. And to me, I just like the talking points of it. But yeah, it's a great reminder with that stat that as much as we think we know going into the season, we have no clue. What football is going to look like here 2 months from now. I mean, it's the same thing with the example, obviously the extreme example of Indiana. Last year, you look at Nebraska's schedule, a lot of people were saying, well, here's the reason why Nebraska's going to start 7-0. And you just look right over the Hoosiers. They ended up beating Nebraska 56-7, as we know. Not only that, but they're a playoff team. Who could have guessed that going into the season? So as much as we think we know, I can't wait to actually see it play out. And that's the entertainment of the product. And why I love college football so much is, there's just so many teams and so many storylines and different moving parts that it's just hard to predict. Pro sports, you kind of have that same thing. You usually have a worst to first in the NFL division. So, I'm not saying it's completely unique to college football, but it is fun. I mean, the top 25 especially, in college sports is just one thing from the preseason and certainly something else by the time we get to the end of it.
Yeah, Bock, look at that I just sent you. Now, I sent you something. Read that right there.
All right. This is the top 25 Big Ten players with the most approved in 2025. And I'm looking up and down this list. There are a few Huskers on it.
Who's number one?
Kind of surprising that it wouldn't be who you would think it would be. So this is from the Big Ten Huddle on Twitter. Number one is Bear Alexander. At Oregon.
Remember Bear Alexander?
Yeah, he played just about every university.
You know where he started at first? Do you know where he was at first?
I think either
UGA.
Georgia, yeah.
UGA. Went from UGA to USC.
Yeah.
Got mad because they wouldn't start him. He left in the middle of the season, I think, Bob. Where is he at now?
He's at Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff there. So I can believe in that. Number two, they have the Iowa safety Xavier Nwankpa. He came in as a 5-star for that Iowa defense, and he's looked pretty good. They've just had some other stars around him. Iowa this year doesn't have as many stars, to be in there. So this is kind of his years to pick it up and go from there. I can continue going through the list. I can't promise that I know the story on every one of these guys. So Wisconsin, they've got number 3, Ricardo Hallman. At number 4, surprisingly, one ahead of number 5, Drew Aller, is Nebraska's Deshaun McCullough.
Deshaun McCullough, he's a tweener. When I call him a tweener, he's a tweener between a defensive back and a linebacker. They have him as a jack linebacker.
Yeah.
Kid got nice size on him, nice physique, built nicely. Started at Oklahoma University, played multiple positions for them. Let's see, can it carry over to Nebraska? Need a big year out of him. Would think he would be fit better at the position that Gifford played last year. That's what I thought, but they want to put him at Jack linebacker.
Well, and it's crazy. I mean, he's played at all three levels of the defense now, going up to the front there at Oklahoma when he was there, and at Indiana before that. So that's kind of interesting. Again, people, you look at his tape, you love it. He's got all the athleticism, to be one of the top prospects coming in for Nebraska. You can go back and look at, I think he's had 4 sacks at Indiana. And now you think maybe really, instead of trying to make him this ultimate weapon that can be moved around everywhere, if they kind of find a spot for him and they feel like Jack linebacker is the best spot for him, maybe he can show out there. And he's a big reason for people to believe in Nebraska's kind of edge rushers this year, as you mentioned. Will he get the start? Will Willis McGahee get the start? Those two are kind of in the competition there, so we'll have to wait and see.
Also has that other good freshman that I talked about the other day. He's in the mix, but he's down the depth chart a little bit.
Yeah, Jordan Okoye, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, Bock.
Yeah, real quick, we're going to get through the other names here. Aiden Childs is at number 6, the Michigan State quarterback, number 7. Jaden Mayava. I'm just going to go through the ones that a lot of people might recognize. Nico Iamaleava at number 9.
Lots to prove.
Yeah.
Can he play in the Big Ten? Played in the pack. Hey, played in the conference playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Playoff championship last year. Got spanked, but does he bring enough to the table to put UCLA over that hump?
Fernando Mendoza, the new Indiana quarterback, at number 11. I think that's a pretty good, interesting one there. Devin Mockabee going into his 15th year at Purdue. No, yeah, but it seems like it. Yeah, he's at number 13. Another quarterback, Billy Edwards Jr., transferring within conference to Wisconsin now at number 16. Luke Altmaier at number 19. Surprisingly, Nebraska is represented here with Dylan Raiola at number 24. But does that seem a little low to you?
Should be number 1.
A lot to prove. Yeah,
should be number 1. First of all, he got to prove last year was not a flex. Yeah. Got to prove last year was he could cut down on the interceptions, cut down on the misdirection throws. Got to lead this offense. To me, he got to control the ball. Nebraska's going to have to hold the ball a lot this year.
Absolutely. And I did want to tease this on the other side. It is Window World Wednesday. That means we need the Euler report. Todd Euler going to call in here in a second.
All right. This is Bock and the Black Shirt here on 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll be right back.
Hog Wild's giant sub baked potatoes are anything but basic and really hit the spot when you're craving a little comfort food. Nothing is more satisfying than a Hog Wild baked potato loaded with butter, sour cream, cheddar cheese, bacon bits, and chives. Add your choice of a Hog Wild house smoked meat like pulled pork, chicken, or brisket for a little extra. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Hey, Husker Nation. This is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
From the capital to castles, starting this December, fly nonstop from Lincoln to Orlando with service from Breeze Airways. That's right, nonstop flights to Orlando out of LNK are starting this December. You're now just a flight away from Disney World, Universal Studios, Legoland, and the Space Coast. Stretch out and relax on Breeze with complimentary family seating. Book your magical getaway now at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers and storms this morning. And nearly sunny and breezy, the high around 91. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise partly cloudy, the low around 72. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies with a light breeze. It'll be hot with a high near 94. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Western Sand and Gravel is hiring for a variety of positions at their sand and gravel plants near Ashland. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Available positions include plant operators, dredge operators, and shop service technicians. They offer great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, paid holidays, and paid time off. No matter your experience level, on-the-job training is available to help you build a rewarding career with Western Sand and Gravel. Start your career today. Visit westernsand.com.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here at 93.7 The Ticket. It is Window World Wednesday with Todd Euler on the phone, a guy we ain't seen in 2 weeks. Todd, when are we going to see you again, sir?
Well, when I slow down a bit, man, it's been crazy. So we've just been out, man, doing a lot of jobs. So just keeping busy and then chasing around Husker football as well. You know, fall camp.
Yeah, I went to practice.
Practices.
I went to practice yesterday. You know, see no evil, hear no evil, so you can't really tell anything. But you know, the guys did look good. Still looking forward to a couple of more weeks of camp here to sort things out, and just in general, college football is back.
Yeah, it's back. Exciting. You know what? We're 22 days away from playing, I think, right? 22 days? I don't know what it is today. 22 days. So 3 weeks, right? So 3 weeks in a day. So yeah, I'm going to go to practice tonight, check it out again. I went last Thursday and Saturday night, went and watched, and it's just good to have football back, right? So a little injury update on my son. You know, he was limited for the first week. He's been integrated back in kind of slowly. So a little bit more every day. So he's popping pads. He's got a nice little bruise on his forehead, so he ain't scared. He ain't scared to hit people. It's kind of fun. But yeah, so looking forward to seeing him practice a little bit more tonight and get after it. So, but yeah, like you said, see no evil, hear no evil. We just kind of, I'm excited. People are flying around. It's just good to have football back. So I know a lot of the high schools are starting some of their camps and stuff like that. I think they officially start on the 8th, on the 11th, I believe, something like that. But so it's good to see high school football coming back too. You know, it's a great time of year. And with that, I mean, we've had storms, so we've been busy kind of doing that. And so, you know, it is August. Winter is coming. It is Nebraska, right? So you don't want to wait to get us out there, you know, in October or early November and think that we're going to get these windows or doors or siding or roofing done before that first snow, right? So now's the time to be kind of looking at those windows and like if they were leaking last winter and we'll get them replaced. Like now's the time to get us out there. Obviously, costs aren't going down. You know what I mean? So the sooner you can lock in our low price every single time, we guarantee, you know, our low price. There's no gimmicks or anything like that. Not buy two, get one half off kind of stuff. We just give you our best price every single time. And so, yeah, we're also trying to put together a promotion in September to win a game day experience with me. So that should be fun. I think it'll be the Northwestern game that they'll get to hang out with me and go through the game day experiences. As kind of a former player / parent of a kid. If people are, you know, wondering what that's like, they'll get a chance to win that opportunity with us. We're working on that promotion. So but that's all that's going on, man. Just busy, guys. It's that time of year and just always on the move. And back's good. Started weight training again, Terrell.
Oh, man. Got to get buff again, don't you?
Started lifting weights this week. Obviously, no squats, no deadlifts, nothing to do with the back. But so feels great to be back to, you know, doing something besides just walking. You know, I walked for 8 weeks straight, 30 minutes a day for 8 weeks straight. Gained 0 pounds. So was really happy I got on the bike for the first time, and I do a 96 calorie burn on the assault bike. And the first time that I did it was like 8:12, and then the second time was 7:33. I did some intervals this morning, but you know, haven't really lost a whole bunch, just walking. So get out, be active. It doesn't take, you know, craziness. It just takes consistency. So super excited, feeling really good with the back. So now I'm happy I did the surgery. First 6 weeks, I wasn't so happy.
Todd, what's the name of that energy drink that you're
Cranium.
Cranium. I need you to bring me a 6-pack of that. I actually got one from the guy that won it a couple of weeks ago. I seen him walking out with it. I said, "Hey man, I sure would be happy if I could get one of those." He said, "Anything for the black shirt." And he gave me one, and I mixed it with some energy stinger that I had got from the mill, and I gave Ellie the rest of it. And so I mixed it with mine. It was good. You know, I'm more of a what they call them things, Bock. I drink like 3 of them and be ready. Red Bull type of guy.
Yeah. Red Bull. Yeah. So yeah, craniums are good. I'll bring some down to you, buddy.
What did you find that at?
So my good friends actually started that business. They're out of Fremont. They grew up in Plainview, Nebraska, which is just north of where I grew up. And they created the company. So it's a Nebraska-based company, and just buddies of mine. And I seen that they started this, and you know, I love promoting Nebraska-based businesses, and the product's awesome. I love it. I drink one a day. You know, it's got alpha GPC, lion's mane. It's got some really good stuff in it. And it's only got 150 milligrams of caffeine, so it's not like overly caffeinated. But yeah, they own Rexius Nutrition in Fremont, and then they started Cranium. So you can go to drinkcranium.com and order on there. You can use Set the Bar, I think, will get you a little discount. So, but yeah, so those guys, Brett and Jamie are guys that I've known for quite a while. And like I said, I like supporting Nebraska-based businesses, right? So Red Bull doesn't do anything for me here in Nebraska, but Cranium's, Nebraska company, and we want to support those guys. So
now, when you talk to your son on a daily basis and you talk about football, now I know you talk about football because you being a walk-on, Yuli, you can tell him the best way to get on the field, and me knowing you and the way that college football is going and the way it has been, you tell him, hey, bust ass on the scout team, kick butt on the on special teams.
Yep.
And I think that's one of the ways that young guys and even walk-ons who've been in this program because their grandfather in that he has a better shot at making the kickoff team, punt return team than he does playing regular snaps.
Yeah, for sure. I think the biggest thing is knowing the playbook, right? For me, what happened for me was that I knew the playbook, right? I did everything right. I graded out a 2.0 every single scrimmage. So I told him, you have to know the playbook, right? Because they have to play people that understand what's going on before guys with more talent, right? And that's really what I was ahead of guys that had more talent than me. They just didn't know the playbook, right? Or they would fumble, or they would go, they'd go the wrong way, or they couldn't pass block, right? Not that we passed a whole bunch back then. So I think that's the thing I tell him the most. You'll creep up the depth chart, and he's a redshirt freshman, right? You can't expect to come out and be playing, as a redshirt freshman in the Big Ten at linebacker, right? But put those reps in, get really good at the playbook, get really good at special teams, like you said, which I'm excited about, and I guess I can talk about Saturday night's practice since everybody got to see it. But, that new punter is it's pretty fun to watch. If you haven't seen him punt, did you see him punt, Terrell?
No, I heard about the punt style that they have.
Crazy.
He can run, pass, or throw.
Oh yeah, and yeah, it's crazy. It's going to be interesting to watch that. But yeah, you have to bust butt every single practice, every single day, especially as a non-scholarship kid. You're expected to do more, which is mentally tough, right? There's lots of times I could say the guys ahead of me, who were really good, Lawrence Phillips, Damon Benning, Clinton Childs, great running backs, would take what I would call a practice off, right? I didn't have that luxury. I had to hit every single play right every single time, right? If I fumbled the ball or dropped a pitch, boom, there's two guys waiting behind me, right? So it's just about consistency, right? And getting stronger, doing the workouts. That's one thing I never had to worry about was I still love the weight room, right? And he loves the weight room. So it's just a matter of time before, some of that maturation. I would still say he still kind of has some baby fat on him, right? Which I would, so I think that's coming. If you've seen the picture I posted the other day on my Facebook, he's as big as me now, upper body wise, if not bigger. And so it's coming, and it's just a matter of time. And you gotta understand your position on the team. And I knew my position on the team. So, and it's a team sport. It's not an individual sport. And I think that too, with the NIL and that kind of stuff, has kind of taken some of that and made it almost individualized, right? So the coaches that can get teams to play as a team with all of this transfer portal NIL stuff are going to be the coaches that succeed.
Todd, unfortunately, you're running out of time for the Euler Report as the commercial break's coming
All
up.
right.
But real quick, let us know anything going on for the Power Hour this Saturday.
I'm just going to week 2 of training camp. I'm hopefully next weekend I'm going to be on location potentially at one of my buddy's speed and strength places, and then we'll be in Nashville the week after with all 5 of the Euler brothers live on the Power Hour. That'll be on August 23rd.
A lot of testosterone in that room, huh?
That'll be a fun one on August 23rd. So yeah, and we just launched a new website at windowworldlincoln.com. So you can go check that out, or you can get a hold of us at 402-464-7313. And let's get us out there. Let's make your home ready for winter this year. So
one quick question, Todd.
Guys.
One quick question. Who would win the Royal Rumble out of all the Euler boys?
In our prime?
Yeah.
Right now, they would all kick my butt. Like I'm on the DL. But I in our prime, Tyrone, my youngest brother, was probably the baddest of us all. So, and then I think I would come in second. And then it would be kind of a toss-up. Tommy was a scary good wrestler. So, you can't ever take a wrestler out of something, right? So it would be a heck of a Royal. We had lots of Royal Rumbles growing up, man. So you guys will hear all about that on August 23rd on the Power Hour. I think DP's even given me 2 hours for that show. So it's going to be my first 2-hour show, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So.
All right. Thank you, Todd Euler. Bock, take us out.
All right, we'll be back on the Bock and the Blackshirt here coming up next after this.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
From the capital to castles, starting this December, fly nonstop from Lincoln to Orlando with service from Breeze Airways. That's right, nonstop flights to Orlando out of LNK are starting this December. You're now just a flight away from Disney World, Universal Studios, Legoland, and the Space Coast. Stretch out and relax on Breeze with complimentary family seating. Book your magical getaway now at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce is complicated. It affects every part of your life, your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce and the unexpected directions that it can take, it's times like this that you need a partner you can count on.
If you're a man facing divorce, contact Cordell & Cordell today to connect with a local divorce attorney who understands the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Text GO99 to 323232. GO99 to 323232. GO99 to 323232. 1221 N Street, Lincoln. Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply, stop to opt out.
Play ball! Ready for summer fun and ballpark vibes? Bring your pack to Haymarket Park for a thrilling season of Lincoln Salt Dogs baseball and unleash the fun. From May through August, the Lincoln Salt Dogs will be playing and the park will be popping with all the food, drinks, and fun you need for the perfect night out. Grab your friends, family, and coworkers and make plans now. Visit saltdogs.com to secure your tickets. Come on out to the park and unleash the fun.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. We are on from 1 to 3 every day, Monday through Friday here at 93.7 The Ticket at 1040 O Street. All right, Bock, what you got for us today? Bock, you got anything special for me?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I've got anything too as far as breaking news. There's actually is some breaking news to get to in volleyball circles in Nebraska, so we can get to that here for a second because it involves a lot of things going on here. So with the Supernovas, John Cook, of course, the greatest Husker volleyball coach. Well, I mean, Terry Pitt was pretty good too, but John Cook, one of the greatest of all time to do it, now co-owner and GM of the Omaha Supernovas. So that's very cool for John Cook to continue to be a part of that. Laura Bird-Coon, who was the coach of the Supernovas, no longer going to be in that position, so we'll see what they do there. Also, Jordan Larson is the co-owner of Love Volleyball here in Nebraska, so obviously you got to, I don't want to say competing leagues there, as the Supernovas are moving off of their previous league as well. Just a lot going on there with some big-time names, and when you talk about Husker volleyball, the names don't get a whole lot bigger than John Cook and Jordan Larson, and now kind of stepping into ownership roles or co-ownership roles of their respective teams. Absolutely incredible time to be a volleyball fan here in Nebraska, and it doesn't get bigger anywhere else in the nation, maybe in the world, than volleyball here in Nebraska. So that's very cool. But there were two things I wanted to get to you and ask you about football specifically, and it's partially here in the NFL. One, I know you're a big fan in used smelling salts over the years. The NFL has now banned them, and George Kittle hates it. He said he would take the smelling salts before every offensive drive to really kind of give him that extra energy to get going. And he even said he might retire. Now, he said that somewhat jokingly, but smelling salts no longer being allowed in the NFL, now banned. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
They're taking it away from college also. We asked the trainer last year about some. He didn't have any. So I did get some from Will Compton, buddy, who does the show with him.
Taylor the One, yeah.
Yeah, Taylor the One. He had some, and he gave me one during the spring game. And I'm an avid user of it. I smell it right before we do our Husker prayer and get ready to go on the field. I do sniff it. Break two of them in half. It clears my head up. It makes your brain shake a little bit, Bock, but it does clear your senses, and it has me focused. It has me ready. I wish I can find about a year's supply of it. So every morning I wake up, pow, I just break it, smell it. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready to start my day. I mean, that's the way we played football back in the days, and I feel sorry for guys who can't use it. And Kittle, I mean, he has a right to be upset about it. You know, he did joke about it, about retiring because he couldn't use it anymore. But, you know, I just feel, you know, take the stuff away from football that's really unnecessary. Steroids, drug tests, you know, take stuff, do that type of stuff. Don't take the good stuff away. I think that the ammonia smelling salts is good for football.
Yeah, it's interesting. Definitely. I'd never really had too much exposure to it. It was brought in one day here, and man, it really does kind of. And I used it real quick. It does get you going. You got to be prepared for it. So I thought that was interesting. The other news for the NFL that I wanted to get to is that training camp fights. Who doesn't like training camp fights? The Patriots Commanders got into a bit of a scuffle today. By the way, on the sideline, happy to report for myself, Boston Celtics star Jason Tatum was there without a walking boot, so still holding out hope he can get back for the playoffs. But nevertheless, in any case, we had a brawl here that Mike Vrabel, new Patriots coach Mike Vrabel, had to get involved. Trayvon Henderson, the new rookie running back there for the Patriots, apparently was as part of a pass protection deal, taking down one of the defenders coming in from the outside for the Commanders, and it started a scuffle, so much so that the head coach, Mike Vrabel, had to get involved, and he came out of the scuffle with a bloody cheek. How much, I mean, have you ever seen that before? A head coach or a coach get involved in those brawls and come out worse for wear?
Never in my life, but I do love NFL brawls. You know, I mean, those are some of the most fighting guys, and it's every year. I think it goes when they have the dual practices with other teams. I think that's a bad idea. That's bad blood. There's nothing wrong with a little fight, Bob, as long as you can control it.
Yeah, you
definitely. And it doesn't spill over into the locker rooms and outside of football. I think it's good.
Do you think that would work well? I mean, we've talked about it in the offseason before in college football, where Deion Sanders was kind of talking about scrimmaging against others, and I just heard from different players. Some of them said, "Yeah, that would that would be something that would be interesting and be exciting because you get to go and hit a color than other than your own laundry that you're wearing." And then I've heard others concerned about just that, too much, feistiness, and maybe you kind of get into the brawling category. Would you like to see practicing against other teams like they do in basketball? There's other sports you get it done.
Oh, I think it's good for college football. I mean, especially the way that teams want to earn money now. I mean, you can have that. You can have them open practices where you could charge $10, $15 a person, and I guarantee you Memorial Stadium will fill up just to watch integrated practice against Colorado or any other Big Ten team. That brings revenue to the state. It could go both ways. Let's go a week in Colorado. Let's go a week in Nebraska, and every year after, you just flip spring games at that stadium. We're going to have it at that stadium. Nebraska fans will travel. Colorado fans will travel. I think it's a good idea. I wish the NCAA would get on board for it and try to change some kind of ruling that allows these teams to practice. You really don't have to have a spring game, probably because of it. You can have a spring practice. So, it's a lot of ways you can get around this, but it's also a lot of ways you can make money off this too.
Yeah, and of course, like you said, that's kind of the name of the game now here in college football and in college sports in general. Try to raise that revenue so you can keep up with the rev share and all the things that go beyond that as well. So we'll see. I mean, that could be interesting, but just as we get closer to football, it might be closer to a few football fights, and I'm surprised to see Variable get in and come out a little bit scuffled. But he's a former linebacker himself.
Oh, tough guy.
Yeah, he's probably one among the first head coaches to jump into the pile before anybody else. So maybe that's a less surprising than others in the NFL. Other news in the NFL today, and this is more kind of with the partnering ship here, but ESPN is going through acquiring assets here in the last couple of days. They've actually acquired the rights to WWE premium live events moving forward in 2026 and beyond. So that's kind of interesting in its own right, is how much can, and I'm a big WWE fan. I have a host a show at 9:00 on Sunday nights, Nuclear Heat. If you're interested, I know many people aren't, but it's always interesting to me just to see, how much predetermined sports, if you want to put it that way, kind of gets the headlines on ESPN. You might see it a little bit more because now they have partnership with them. Well, they're also acquiring the NFL Network and the popular Red Zone channel. So that's very interesting. Obviously, there are games here and there on the NFL Network. The Red Zone channel, one of the most popular ways to watch the NFL, obviously, to see as many games. The NFL, I've always wondered for years, didn't quite get into what college football. Hey, there's 15 interesting games on. I can find them on different channels. The NFL is more regional, Sunday night, heavy on to certain time slots there. But Red Zone. So Red Zone was kind of the way to be able to watch and see a lot of those games. Now ESPN acquiring that. So a lot to understand about what's going on forward with that. ESPN will also acquire the NFL's fantasy product and merge it into their existing platform, ESPN Fantasy Football. So it'll be kind of the official crossover there. They're not doing all this for free, though. Interestingly enough, the NFL is getting 10% of equity in ESPN. So that is absolutely huge. I mean, obviously we know how big ESPN and NFL is. So you're kind of getting more of a merging there. I guess the question for you, and I know you kind of put this in the text chat that we have this morning when we're getting ready for the shows, too, is, which network do you kind of like to watch your football on? Because as much as all this is kind of getting done, it still is a reminder to me that ESPN still doesn't seem to be the primary partner of the NFL. And I wonder if it's going to start moving that way. But as always, those three-letter networks spend a lot to get, whether it be Sunday Night Football or some of those big time zones that they get. And of course, now we know you have to go. Amazon Prime has certain games. There's different partners everywhere. But what do you kind of make of ESPN and specifically NFL getting 10% of ESPN out of the deal?
Well, I think it's more money for them, for us to spend more money to watch these games. Now, I'm not a big fan of NFL Red Zone anyway, because NFL should be free, like it always has been to watch. A lot of things that happen is that we have to pay more now, Bock, to get these certain games. Is because ESPN is not going to let it be free just because you have the ESPN package. No, they're going to charge us more money. It's just more money for the NFL. I mean, for the NFL and ESPN, but we also have to come out the pocket.
Yeah, I mean that's probably what it's going to end up being, because as we know, there's just so many different platforms now that got their hands into whatever league it might be.
They can run the NFL, but one thing ESPN can't do, they can't run college football. Them Saturday night games at ESPN, they're not the best company when it comes to college football. I think ABC, CBS, Fox Sports, Fox, Big Day Noon, they're the three best to watch a college football game. ESPN does a good Saturday night, Friday night, Thursday night football. That's good, but I like the announcers that's on CBS and ABC that's regular been doing it when they had the Keith Jackson, and they had all the other good stars that was doing the commentating for college football.
Oh yeah, Keith Jackson, an all-time great, certainly. But yeah, I mean, I think it kind of depends on what team you like, right? Obviously, if you're a Husker fan, for years, Nebraska would have plenty of games on ESPN. Now, with the conferences kind of lining with their different broadcast networks, ESPN is not one of them. Now, you will see the Cincinnati game on ESPN. That's because that is a home game, right, for Cincinnati, and therefore a property of the Big 12, which is aligned with ESPN. So I don't mind getting on there. I know it's obviously
Peacock.
It is these sports. Yeah, Peacock, NBC, Fox have a lot of those Big Ten games. Certainly, Big Ten Network, who's under the Fox network, also gets involved there. But it's nice to be on ESPN from time to time, just because that's in just about every sports bar across the country is going to have that on one of their TVs. But it's interesting moving forward.
Now, the question you asked me, what network do I like to watch college football on?
Yeah.
There you
go.
Who is that? That's CBS, ain't
That's
it?
CBS.
Yeah, CBS. They got that right music before everything.
Yeah, that is great music. For years, that noise was synonymous to me with the SEC.
Yeah.
Which obviously brings back a lot of memories and a lot of good games that they had there. But now, still adjusting to last year. That music means Big Ten football is coming. So that was a little bit of an adjustment, but I like
so
it too.
ESPN is ABC.
Yes, ESPN is.
But I just like ABC. You don't have to like both of them. I just like ABC. ESPN is not the same like it used to be. Like, it was once just an all-day sports thing. Show replays, show, breaking news. And now they got so many different shows, so many different views, so many different things that, this is probably one of the reasons why we don't watch TV that much. They do more talking and less playing what you want to see.
Yeah, I mean they've definitely tweaked their formula over the years. There's no doubt about that. When I talk about specific broadcast booth, those usually there's a number one and a number two when you talk about college football circles. You prefer Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit, or do you prefer Joel Klatt and Gus Johnson? That's Fox, and then the ABC crew there, ESPN.
That's hard. What's the other guy at ESPN that does the college football show? Reese Davis.
Reese Davis.
I like Reese Davis.
You're a big Reese Davis fan.
Yeah, I'm a Reese Davis fan. I told you the story of me and Reese Davis.
I don't think so.
Reese Davis started in Columbus, Georgia in 1993. He interviewed me, and a couple of years later, he ended up on ESPN.
Oh, in high school? Okay.
Yeah, he interviewed me in high school. He started off at Channel 9 in Columbus, Georgia, and he worked his way up all the way to College Game Day. You can look that up, and that's a fact.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's awesome, too, because I did play the college football video game this year, and it's funny because Reese Davis, obviously, that is a voice that when you hear it, you think college football. And now it's not just that he's, like, introducing the games on the video game. Now he's like explaining throughout like tutorials and stuff like that. So I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, he certainly is up there. And I know a lot of people like the, especially Gus Johnson. Obviously, he brings a lot of excitement. And then his partner there, Joe Klatt, though a former Colorado quarterback, very lenient, if you will, toward the Big Ten and sticking up for the Big Ten. And for a few years, that looked a little bit silly. The last few years, not so much, as the Big Ten has gone on and won the national championship, of course. So, if you're kind of leaning into your conference or your team, I think a lot of people would kind of go that way. Unfortunately, for the times that Fowler and Herbstreit have gotten the Nebraska games over the last 10, 15 years, as we know, big games have been a blunder for Nebraska. So those haven't always been the most exciting calls, but they still a fantastic team. I'd love to listen to both of them, obviously. And I do week in and week out when I listen to college football.
Yeah, I got this one. I got this fun fact for you, Bock.
Okay.
Reese Davis, the ESPN college game day host, began his broadcasting career in Columbus, Georgia. He worked at WRBL TV in Columbus, Georgia from 1988 to 1993.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Held various positions including sports reporter, weekend news anchor, and sports director. After leaving Columbus, Georgia, he worked in Flint, Michigan before joining ESPN.
gotta wonder how old he was then, because I can only imagine.
I think he's
middle
63.
age. Yeah, I can only imagine really middle age.
No, he's 59.
Yeah.
He's 59.
You
so-
remember what he looked like as a young pup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember him. Because after a Jordan game, he interviewed me. I think I scored 2 touchdowns that game. Ended up running 2 interceptions back, and I almost ran a kickoff return back.
That's not a bad game.
Not a bad game.
I can see why you were picked to be the interview.
Yeah.
Well, I love talking about it. The more we talk about even the stuff surrounding college football, we know that, feel like it's coming back and getting closer. Like we said, 22 days away now from Nebraska football. So let's all just hold on here a little bit longer. We'll obviously entertain you and inform you every one of those weekdays leading up to that here on Bock in the Blackshirt. We got to take a quick break. Like I said, this is Bock in the Blackshirt. I'm the longtime ticket vet, Jake Bockoven. He is the Husker Hall of Famer and All-American and the leading tackler for the greatest team of all time, the 1995 Huskers. We'll be back after this.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740. MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Mo's Moving is now Mo's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Big Box box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: a chance of showers and storms this morning. Then mainly sunny and breezy with a high around 91. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise partly cloudy, a low around 72. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies with a light breeze. It'll be hot with a high near 94. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here at 93.7 The Ticket. Bock, what if I told you that Aaron Donald was going to come out of retirement?
Oh, man, I'd be excited. One of the best defensive players ever in the NFL.
Well, he teased about it, saying if disgruntled Cowboy Michael Parsons get traded to the Rams, he would come out of retirement. And he said that would be one hell of a defensive lineman because they already got the other guy on the other side. What's his name? I think he was a rookie last year.
Jared Verse, yeah.
Yeah, Jared Verse.
Yeah.
Jared Verse, him and Micah. Woo.
Oh, man.
That'd be crazy.
That would be exciting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Aaron Donald definitely feel like when he left, he still had something in the tank. Might have not been, he's only 34 years old right now. Might have not been the 3-time defensive player of the year that he was a few years ago. He won those awards in 2017, 2018, and 2020. But still producing at a high level. His last couple years, 5 sacks and 8 sacks respectively in a total of 27 games. Again, that's pretty darn good, in the NFL. But he's at his peak, he was getting 20 and a half sacks. One year he got in 2018, and more often than not, ranging from 11 to 12. And of course, it's not all sacks, but I mean, that's just an incredible career that he had. And I kind of, he's one of those guys, I guess, that didn't want to extend his career to the point of not being as good as he was at his peak. And some players, you think about that more in the NBA. It was always going to be hard to imagine Kobe, kind of going the Paul Pierce or Shaq route of, just kind of just hanging on in the NBA, good enough to make a team, but still at that point not contributing near as much as their all-star levels. And Aaron Donald just didn't want to do that. But like you said, if Jared Verse and Micah Parsons are rushing with you, it might take some focus off Aaron Donald. He might be able to play that, without getting double teaming as much the most in his career. So it might be a little revival for him. But we'll see. I think it was that Jerry Jones said he's not losing any sleep right now over Micah Parsons and what's kind of going on there. Micah Parsons demanding a trade a few days ago. If you didn't see that, I don't know if Jerry Jones isn't losing sleep. That's fine. Just about every Cowboys fan in the nation is. Maybe I don't know if he doesn't understand who he's working with there and how he's kind of the future of that organization. But it's Jerry, so you can't tell him no.
Jerry's world.
Yeah.
All right, Bock. I text you a thing we're gonna go through. This is the NFL's best uniform power rankings. You seen the list?
Yeah, I see the list. I don't know if I would agree with all of it, but it is a good deal to kind of talk about.
So respectfully, Bock, they got me and you 29th and 30th.
And surprisingly, yeah. So our teams, my team's the Arizona Cardinals, your team, the Atlanta Falcons. I kind of am.
How can red and black go wrong?
Right. I mean, that's what I was going to get to. As much as I am a Cardinals fan, but I do understand their jerseys probably wouldn't be the top of a lot of different lists. But the Falcons, I do love. Maybe it's just back to the Dirty Bird days, but especially if they get that red helmet. Oh man, the Falcons have some great uniform combinations. I don't know how they're as far down as they are. Of course, again, this is ML football that made these rankings.
Read the top 5 first, Bob. We'll discuss the top 5.
Okay, we'll start with that. Number 1 across the league, they have the Los Angeles Chargers. Powder blue and yellow, of course, they leaned into that more over the last couple of years than they did before, bringing that back to powder blue. So that's understandable. Everybody likes that for the throwbacks. So the Chargers are at number 1. Number 2, surprising for me, the Bengals are at number 2. Of course, they have a unique helmet to a degree, but I would expect them to be closer to the bottom of this list. I'm just going to be honest. Reminds me of Halloween, which is
you're going to get a lot of grief on that one, Bob. You're going to get a lot of stuff on that one. Waverly Jim said Bengals, white alternate. That's the end of conversation.
Well, yeah, the all whites do look pretty clean, so he does like that. That's fair enough. Number 3, they have the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, again, I think unique helmet designs can go a long way in these discussion. And to that point, number 4, they have the Los Angeles Rams, which I think is pretty solid, probably in that territory. And number 5, they have the Baltimore Ravens, which is an interesting uniform combination to me. Not that it doesn't look good. Again, I think every team does their best to design and sell these jerseys and all that stuff. So there's not a whole that look awful, but there are a few like the Bengals and Ravens. Maybe it's, I'd pick another team there in the division as my favorite uniform if I could, and AD would be happy with that. I'd pick the Steelers probably in that.
Well, I think probably putting the Dolphins up there in the top 5 when they do a combination on their uniforms. Not really feeling the probably the Bengals. I mean, that's exotic, but still, that poor play gets you kind of last place to me.
Well, they've been good over the last several years, and again, maybe some of the alternates kind of go into it. But then there's also always the discussion of like the Nebraska football discussion, right? Where it's like, don't change that uniform. Yeah, it might not look all that special, but it means more due to tradition. And that's when I look at some of these lists. They have the 49ers at number 9, the 49ers at number 8. The Cowboys at number 9. I think those are some pretty historic uniforms. That's like I said, the Steelers, they have all the way down at 16. The Packers at 19 there. So I just kind of sometimes think about it, who's making the list. How much do you appreciate the history of some of these teams and the uniforms that went into it? I would, and I do. I put that heavily into what I would for my uniform rankings. So I'd put those teams significantly higher than they have them.
Yeah. They have Cleveland at number 7. What's so pretty about Cleveland Browns uniform that ranks them number 7? I don't see it. I would put the Washington Commanders in front of Cleveland right there. I know DP smiling back there. I think the Washington Redskins Commanders uniform are tight. I mean, it's better than looking at Houston or Cleveland at number 6 and 7.
Yeah, I'll just go through the 6 through 10 there. Is Houston at number 6? I always say, how can you go wrong with the color scheme of red, white, and blue? Americans usually will get behind those that color scheme. So I can appreciate that. 7, like you said, Cleveland Browns. Nothing necessarily on the helmet. Is brown again? Maybe it's just something about me and
burnt
orange. Orange and brown. Is that I don't know, the most pleasing to the eye. 8, they have the 49ers. 9, they have the Cowboys. And 10, they have the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the 6 and 7 on this one. I'm not. I just can't. You could put the Cardinals and Falcons right there.
Yeah, I really do. I mean, I agree with you. I think the Falcons should be up pretty higher. Let's just go through this. 5 at a time. You give me your thoughts here. 11, they have the Patriots. 12, the Bucks. And 13, they have the Kansas City Chiefs. They say, damn this lineup, whatever it is. We're one of the best teams in the league to begin with. 14, they have the Miami Dolphins, and 15, they do have the Commanders.
I can trade 11, 12, and 13 for 14, 15, and 16, Bob.
Yeah, you like the Dolphins and Commanders. And at 16, we talked about the Steelers already fitting in there. At 17, they have the Jets. At 18, you have the Vikings. 19, the Packers. And 20, the New York Giants, the football Giants.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, that's red, white, and blue too scheme. I mean, I think that I guess, and it has more history behind it than the Texans do. So
Jets,
I might be able to go in there.
I'm not really happy for Jets color.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if one of your primary colors is white, now, although Nebraska's got scarlet and cream, so it works well, but it's not mixing it up too much. At 21, they have Detroit. 22, the Chicago Bears. 23, the Denver Broncos. So they've certainly made their feelings clear about orange and blue. They put them back there. 24, the Buffalo Bills. And 25, the Seattle Seahawks. Now I will say this. I keep going bringing back to that red, white, and blue color scheme, which I love. The Buffalo Bills have some of the, I think they do the best job of that color scheme in the NFL with their uniforms. So I'd put them, they'd be in the top 5 probably for me.
Detroit.
And you like Detroit?
I like
too.
Detroit.
Clean,
Their new uniforms are tight. Nick got a jersey of them. He hopped on the bandwagon.
He did.
But yeah, I think Detroit should be in the top 10. Let me see who else. Anybody from the rest of this? Yeah, New Orleans should be last.
Yeah, they do have New Orleans last. So finishing up 25, they have the Seahawks. 26, the Colts, which I think would be near the bottom. Sorry, Austin.
Yeah.
There's just not a whole lot
They should be 30.
flavor to that one. 27, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who picked that teal color to begin with? They've been running with it since 95 or so, but I'm just not sure if that's the look. 28, the Carolina Panthers, another expansion team from that area. As we mentioned, our team's 29th and 30th, the Cardinals and the Falcons. 31st, the Tennessee Titans, which I think they've done a clean job. I think part of that is they'll never be the Oilers, which is so they kind of moved off from a better color scheme. And then 32nd, like you said, the New Orleans Saints, which I wouldn't argue too much with that one near the bottom, but it's still solid.
Gingerbread Man says any list without the Fins not in the top 5 is trash.
Well, that's a Dolphins fan, so
yeah,
everybody's got their bias, but it is what it is. And I think I will say this about the Dolphins: go back to the Dolphin with the helmet on, because they changed that logo a few years ago. I thought the original one was a little bit better.
Yeah, the Larry Zonka.
Yeah.
Of Dolphins football.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, Jake should be proud of himself.
Yeah, he'll agree, I think.
Well, he knows his team's in trouble this year. Might get their first pick in the draft. They're gonna be that bad.
Well, they're losing a lot of cornerbacks. Seems to be like a different Dolphins cornerbacks dropping every day.
Yeah, Eric said, "Bleep off, Bock, go Colts."
I do apologize, but
all right, this is Bock in the Black Shirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. Stay tuned to the last segment coming up.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Salt Mine City is your go-to brewery in the Haymarket for craft beers and great food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their Big Fatty 7-ounce hamburger or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. And don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 11 a.m. Friday through Sunday at 8th and R.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more. What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinnie Kreekak, today at 402-474-1173.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Play ball! Haymarket Park is buzzing with excitement this summer. Grab your crew and get in on the fun. Be sure to catch all the daily specials and promotions this season, like Thirsty Thursday, Fireworks Friday, Souvenir Saturday, Family Fun Day Sunday, plus special events and discounts all summer long. Don't miss out on the action as the Lincoln Salt Dogs take on their biggest rivals and knock the ball out of the park. Visit saltdogs.com and see this week's promotions and grab your tickets.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt on air and online at theticketfm.com.
All right. Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. Last segment right here, a couple of notes right here. Since we talked about uniforms, Bock, Bill Belichick in North Carolina had ordered their throwback uniforms from the 1980 season when they went 11-1. They want to have available for this season, but right as of right now, they are on the bubble with that part.
Well, I hope to see it. Of course, that was the Lawrence Taylor years at North Carolina. I believe they had the big NC logo that we all know on their shoulder pads. I have to go back and look. But yeah, I mean, talking about, again, that powder blue really works well for throwbacks. And North Carolina just says, you know what? That's going to be our school color. We're going to stick with it. So they've done a good job of marketing that and using that over the years. Of course, it helps when you have, a guy like Michael Jordan walk through the door and help that with the Air Jordan logo and all that became of that. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to see that throwback.
Yeah. All right, Bock, this is kind of a strange story right here. Riley Van Poppel of Nebraska discusses chasing the Nebraska sack record, learning from Ty Robinson and Nash Hartmacher. What do you think about that, Bock?
Well, I mean, I like all the lofty goals coming out from just about everybody in Nebraska. I mean, I think you have to have those goals, right? The offensive line, we've heard from Rocco Spindler say they want to win the Joe Moore Award for Offensive Line of the Year. Ja'Cory Barney the other day said he wants to, be the nation's leader in punt returns. And now this. I mean, if Nebraska sets the set record, wins the Offensive Lineman of the Year, and leads the nation in punt returns, I think we'll all be pretty happy with the season and how it turns out. Is it likely going to happen for any of them or all of them? Probably not. But again, that's why you put your aim small, miss small, right? Maybe if you don't quite get there, so be it. But if that's your goal and you're attacking that every day, like it is with anything in life, like I said, it's just kind of set your goal toward there and see if you can get there. I'm interested. I mean, that would imply too that they're at least having enough success, early on, or at least they see there being the potential in the room for guys to get after the quarterback. And that's something Nebraska hasn't had on a consistent basis. Again, I think you'd probably have to go back to, Randy Gregory in those days. And that's generally what it takes. It takes somebody at that level, a potential, or a couple guys. We go back to the Adam Carricker days even. He was a first-round draft pick. He teamed with Jay Moore, and they were pretty ferocious going after the quarterback, and they had 50 sacks, his junior year. So, you need to have somebody step up in that line of talent in all of this, and whether it be the offensive line or defensive line. If you're going to get to those goals, you're going to need all Big Ten, All-American types. And so hopefully they've got guys, that can make that next step to kind of being in those conversations. But as a unit, I'm interested because I don't know. Are they dialing up more blitzes, or are they just that confident in their jack position, or just the defensive line up front altogether? Lofty goals, I love it.
Well, when you talk about the sack record, you got to go either you're talking about career or season. Now, when you talk about the career, Terrell Farley 29.5, Grant Wistrom 26.5, Jim Sco 26. Who else? Danny. I think that's Danny Noonan. Yeah, that's a lot of sacks, and he's already played 2 years here.
Yeah, but he did redshirt last year.
He did redshirt, so yeah, he's probably got to get what he is this year. What redshirt, sophomore, junior, freshman?
I think he's a sophomore. Let me double check. Again, the redshirt year kind of throws it off. That and all the eligibility people have had over the years. I don't remember exactly where Riley Van Poppel is, but I can look it up. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's talking about individually or just as a unit going after that sack record.
Yeah. Well, still a long way to go, but like I say, wish the young men luck. Can't wait for the season though, Bob. Can't get here quick enough for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I'm talking about college football in general, and Nebraska football. If you're having a bad day and Nebraska's not playing, turn the TV off. Go watch another game. I expect to watch every game. I expect to probably be at every home game this year just to get my, just to support the Huskers.
Van Poppel's a sophomore, by the way, going into this year. So he's going to have an opportunity down the line and certainly this season. But of course, with college football also means we're going to have to make our college football picks. And you and I have a little bit of a rivalry over the years. I got to say, I'm the defending champion. So, as we get into Bock of the Blackshirt's picks here coming up this season, just keep in mind, even though Terrell Farley is far more talented and way better on the field than I'm somewhat of a pundit.
Yeah. So you're probably like the Nathan's hot dog champion of eating hot dogs, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, the year that you won it, you did not shy away from bragging a little bit. So I got to go ahead and take advantage of my opportunity while I'm on top.
Well, you know what, Bock? It'll be better. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, it should be a good competition.
We will see. He's from Texas too.
Yeah, Van Poppel.
I thought he was a Nebraska kid. 6'4", 270. All right, we thank you for listening to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7. Check us out tomorrow, same time, same address, same place. We'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Attention all Wings fans, Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
If the power is out, traffic lights might be too. If you come across a dark intersection, treat it like a four-way stop. See more tips at les.com/safety.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week,